The king has called. Conan arrives at the royal castle, but his unique magic and 4-star water crest are already causing chaos. Skating with a princess, defying the guards. This reckless genius has one ultimate goal: to create eyes using magic. Our episode today begins with Conan and his father in the carriage. Conan expresses his joy that His Majesty the King has agreed to meet them. His father informs him that the king will now consider requesting a magic tutor for him. As Conan's power has sparked the interest of the royal mages, the father then asks him what magic he has learned recently. Conan uses water magic to conjure a black cat out of a water bubble. Hai's father is dazzled by his power, noting that Conan can now control the colors of objects with ease and transform water into anything he desires. Conan adds that he wants to study magic more extensively to become a great mage. His father mentions that while he loves cats very much, he dislikes raising them because if he had such a cute cat in the house, he would never get anything done in his life. Conan suggests that if he utilized the wealth and influence of the Gorian family, he could collect cute cats from all over the world. He then adds that Aiko told him that raising cats outdoors reflects a certain status for nobles, while bringing them inside is considered rude, and that Princess Milika agreed with this view. His father replies that it isn't a bad idea at all. Upon arriving at the castle, they are welcomed by Risha Suma. Conan introduces himself to Risha, and his father explains that she is the second princess and the sister of his future wife. Conan tells her he is very happy to meet her, and she replies that her sister, Milika, has spoken often about him and was eager for them to meet. She remarks that the cat is very cute, prompting Conan to use his magic to turn the cat back into water. Impressed, the princess tells the father that she will take Conan to the Black Tower, while the father goes to meet the king. Conan says he can return home alone, but his father insists on having a carriage prepared to take him back. Conan and the princess head to the Black Tower. On the way, he asks her about the essence of mages, the interpretation of composite magic, and how to link old interpretations with new ones. The princess tells him to slow down as she is still a beginner and cannot engage in such a high-level conversation. Conan says, "Fine, no doubt you heard from Milika that there are 7 princes and 10 princesses, and the high ratio of girls is wonderful." He notes that while the first prince inherits the throne in most countries, in Hulia the most worthy rules, not the eldest. The princess reveals that she renounced her claim to the throne in exchange for becoming a mage. As they walk, Conan suddenly senses many magical powers. He looks toward the Black Tower, wondering about the strange energy. He then begins walking in a peculiar manner, surprising the princess. He explains that he used his magic to turn water into ice and placed it under his shoes to walk more easily. She asks him to cast the same magic on her, and he does, allowing them to skate together. The guards, fearing for the princess's safety, try to stop her but fail. Then Knight Dario appears, orders them to stop immediately, and takes them to the palace garden where they apologize for their recklessness. Meanwhile, Conan's father asks a worker about the commotion outside and is told that a reckless mage child endangered the princess. Realizing it is Conan, the father becomes angry. Finally, we go to the Black Tower to see the chief royal mage, Lunamond, who welcomes Conan. The teacher realizes that Conan's magic is strange and unique. He informs Conan that he bears a water crest on his left shoulder. He explains that mages bear 7 crests: fire, water, earth, wind, light, darkness, and corruption, and each crest has 5 ranks. Conan asks if that means his water crest is of the second to last rank. The teacher confirms this. The princess mentions she has a 2-star wind crest, while the teacher notes that Conan bears a 4-star crest. Conan admits it is the first time he has heard of these crests, so he hasn't fully grasped the concept, and then asks if the difference in ranks affects the magic a mage can use. Lunimand replies that there is no specific classification, and the only clear difference they know of is the magnitude of magical power. However, what truly matters is what he learns from now on and his level of dedication. Conan thanks him for his assistance, and they proceed to the courtyard for training so Lunimond can test Conan. Everyone is already dazzled by him and his magic, despite him being just a child. Noting that Sir Dario certainly had a difficult time dealing with him earlier, the onlookers are filled with curiosity to see see what kind of magic Kanan will perform. Kanan asks the master to proceed with the test, knowing that if he succeeds, he will be taught how to further use magic. Victo begins by using magic, and then it is Kanan's turn to show everyone how he can overcome Victo's spells with his own. Kanan tries to focus, recalling when he was with Jenny and she used magic to produce and manipulate water in front of him. He remembers that he is capable of controlling pre-existing water and recalls her words about her ability to control water many times. However, he fears he might not succeed in manipulating magic produced by another mage. Despite his hesitation, Kanan forces himself to try moving the water spheres. Okay? He finds it difficult as he has never encountered such resistant water before. Ultimately, he manages to divert only to spheres. He feels deeply frustrated, believing this performance does not meet the qualifications of a royal mage. Surprisingly, Lunaman congratulates him on his achievement, calling him skilled as he never expected Kanan would be able to seize control of any of the spheres. Victo then asks the master for permission to take care of the child himself, but everyone refuses, pointing out that Victo cannot even take care of himself. Lunamond is pleased that everyone wants to look after Kanan, signifying he passed the test. However, the master wants to conduct further experiments with him as he wishes to see more of Kanan's own magic. Kanan happily agrees. He then casts a spell to create a massive sphere of water, which Lunamond proceeds to play with. He uses his magic to encase the water in a soft, elastic film. Acha remarks, "Imagine the quality of sleep on a bed made of this. It might help cushion the shock of a fall." Lunamond then speaks to Kanan, saying, "I haven't enjoyed a magic test this much in years." Kanan tells him, "If you increase its elasticity, you can bounce high enough to reach the second floor of the castle." Everyone wants to try it, but Lunamond refuses, stating, "If you show us any more magic, we won't be able to go home tonight, and we won't let you leave." Risha approaches him and asks if he can create animals other than cats or fashion human shapes as well. Conan replies yes, and uses his magic to form a human-shaped doll out of water. He adds, however, regarding animals, their movement still has flaws. I tried moving them like humans, or making them move in ways humans cannot. I even made one fly as an experiment, but that wasn't well received. Indeed, he makes the doll fly around the palace, frightening many people. Lunaman tells Kanan, "Do not be sad. Frustration won't change anything. We will discuss magic next time. I enjoyed your magic greatly, so there is no need for further questions. I will personally handle appointing a mage to teach you." Conan rejoices, saying, "Does this mean I am aligning with a specific faction within the royal family?" Risha replies, "Influence and status mean nothing to the royal mages, but we do want to know your future goal." Conan informs them it is to create eyes using magic. The scene then shifts to Kanan's father, who says, "I have heard reports of my son's bad reputation twice today. What is the meaning of this?" Conan apologizes to him, saying, "It is not my fault. We all just got a bit carried away today." Richa tells Conan's father that they all went too far. He replies, "I disagree. Regardless of the situation, those who use magic must bear responsibility for their actions. Harming someone just because you were asked to, or killing others because you were ordered to, things like this must not be allowed. Magic is power." He advises Conan, saying, "Whoever asks something of you, refuse if it will hurt others. As long as you possess power, you must take responsibility." Conan apologizes to him. Conan's father leaves and speaks to himself, saying, "But I am surprised he stayed in that tower until this late hour. It seems they are fond of you, Conan." Then Richa asks Conan, "Don't you have to go meet Marika? You are having dinner with her." He asks, "Is it late?" She replies, "Darkness has begun to fall." He tells her it would be improper to receive the princess while I am sweating and panting from exhaustion. Richa uses her magic to conjure a large bubble of water and tells him, "I bear the wind crest. If we fly in this using my magic, we will reach Marika in the blink of an eye." He replies, "That is an exciting experiment, but it won't work. I promised myself that the first person I fly or float with would be Princess Marika." Undoubtedly, your fiancé would also misunderstand and blame you for flying with another man. Richa grabs his hand, pulls him onto the water drop, and tells him she does not have a fiancé. Then, they use their magic to make the bubble float in the air. She asks him, "Are you ready to fly?" The bubble soars into the sky. Conan asks, "Isn't this too fast?" She tells him the situation is fine for now. Let's speed up even more. She tells him they have arrived, and Conan thanks her. Suddenly, they fall to the ground, screaming. Richa says, "It's a good thing it's flexible," and apologizes to him, saying, "I should have lowered the speed and altitude gradually." He replies, "But now we know it is capable of flight." She tells him, "We need to conduct more experiments." Then his father comes to them and says, "You have done another dangerous thing. This is the third time for you too." They apologize to him. Then we see Marika getting ready. She asks her maid, "Do you think this color will appeal to Conan?" Her maid replies, "It is your favorite color, princess." There is no doubt it will appeal to him. The maid speaks to herself, saying, "To make the princess this infatuated, what kind of man is Conan?" Later, Conan's father speaks to Richa, saying, "You seem to not realize that you are a member of the royal family. You are the one who must respect the laws." And so, today's episode ends. If you liked the video, please hit like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all the new updates.